So, thank you for coming to Superconscious Scaling tonight. And I am really, really excited and pumped for this because when we look at the purpose of life and we look at the purpose of business, I really believe the purpose of your life is to find who your true nature is and your true purpose is, and to live that. And when you do that, when you find and carve out your unique true nature and purpose, and you do that, your life unfolds beautifully. It's the universe sort of conspires for you because you're just being your true self. You're actually your most radiant, vibrant, magnetic frequency, your strongest power. And just life just starts to unfold beautifully and synchronistically and magically and miraculously for you. Abundance of clients, of health and vitality, of love, of all of it starts to unfold and unravel, and you receive with magnetism. So it gets to be more easy and flow, and it gets to be beautiful. And it sounds a bit too good to be true, but that's actually the way we're meant to live. Because if you look at leopards or lions or tigers or bears or turtles or whatever, they're not doing anything other than being themselves, you know? And their life works for them because of that very fact. And an elephant can't act like a leopard because if it does, it's dead, you know? And vice versa. Humans are the only ones that we try to be anything but who we are, and we try and copy and mimic other strategy people and things and think that's going to be the answer. I'm sorry, but you go on and copying an elephant or whatever, you're not, and you're a jaguar, you're not going to get anything in life. The animals have worked it out. Why have we not? When I was in Africa, it was amazing how many of the different animals like survived and evolved on these different strategies. There isn't a strategy and a one strategy for all of them. Why the heck as humans do we think that this is the way, right? So the more you are of your true nature and purpose, the more you succeed, because your dream life becomes real and you're living your dream life in reality. That's the measure of success. And that's what I want to bring for you tonight. That's what I want you to receive, because that's what's waiting for you. And it seems a bit too good to be true. It seems a bit simple. Hang on, I get to be my true self, get to fully live myself, express myself, live a life that I love, and I get to have all I want, and business and money and all of it. It's true. And that's what's happened to me the last few years. And I just keep uncovering more and more of it. And my life just expands beyond through that way, not through any other way. And I really believe your business is here, and anything you want to create in life, to reveal your true self. My business has been a portal I've stepped into of evolution to bring me into more of myself and my true self. Money has been a magnifier to do that as well. So that's why we're doing this tonight. And I'm going to be very practical, and I'm going to give you strategies and tools and practices, and you're going to receive and see things tonight. I'm not just going to talk about stuff and give you information and you're like, oh yeah, that's nice. You're going to receive it and apply it. So are we excited? Yeah, yeah. I feel a bit like Oprah. I'm not saying that. You get to receive it. Woo. Okay, so I'm excited anyway. So I'm glad, and a few of us. That's great. All of us. That's amazing. So I just want to share briefly about my journey into this awareness of this, to give you context and give you a bit of a lesson before we dive into the practice, because it will help you understand why this matters and what it even is about. And I'd love you, while I'm sharing this, like, listen out for what's the key message for you and lesson, because your intuition can teach you through stories. And so listen out for what's the message for you today. So, to really condense my life into just a few minutes, I had a very masculine approach to life. I had a very strategy, figure it out, force it out, work it out, problem solve, whatever way to life and to business and to everything. I used to think the only way to get results, the only way to get money, the only way to get business, the only way to get anything that you want, even love, life, health, whatever, is to force my way, force my willpower, strategize, get the top coaches, learn the top programs, get told on how to do everything, and do all these actions, and then I can force what I want in the world. That's what I used to believe. And 3 years into my business, after working my ass off, spending $400,000 on coaches, modalities, programs, mentors, strategies, advertising, marketers, NLP, but you name it, right? 400 grand in, 3 years into my business, I ended up being in $20,000 of debt in my bank account, not just even the house or whatever. I had to borrow $20,000 because I was having this months where I was paying $5,000 a month to this coach who was a strategy coach, and the last sort of one I got. And I was making $0 in my business for 4 months. It was the worst my business has ever been. I hired the best coach that I could find, to the best strategies, the best masculine approach to force my way, and it went the opposite way. It went downhill. It backfired. And I was doing everything. I was on 20 sales calls. Everyone was saying no. I was doing all the actions they said. I was trying it all, but I wasn't getting there and I wasn't breaking through. And I was, before this, making 0K, 2K, 7K, 1K. Like, it was going all over the shop, and it was not consistent and it wasn't stable. And I was freaked out. And I was actually at the part of, like, potentially the next month that this continued, not going to be able to afford my house. And I would have had to move out and become a homeless single mom with my son. I didn't know where I was going to live. Like, this was the reality 5 years ago for me. And this was after 33 years of my life of working the masculine way, the strategy way, the action way, trying to force health and not receiving it and having bad body image and things, trying to make a relationship work and ending up divorced as a single mum and pregnant. It was like everything I was trying to do, it was like the opposite. And actually it just got worse. It was like the harder I tried to fix it, the worse it got. Has anyone ever tried this before, or am I the only one? you know? And it's devastating and frustrating, and you feel powerless and hopeless because everything I was trying just wasn't working. I wasn't sitting there just doing nothing. I was doing it all. And it was exhausting and depleting and burning me out. And I actually got to a point where I was like starting to become hopeless. And I just sort of said a prayer to the universe, like, I need help. Like, I'm lost. I'm stuck. Like, throw me a lifeline. Like, help me here. Like, I'm trying. Like, what am I missing? I'm doing everything I can. What am I missing? And interestingly, in that month, a mentor came into my life, and I started to learn about this thing called the Superconscious. And I started to learn about more of a feminine approach to life, to business, to work, to everything, to money, where I looked at the world being more energetic and not just a physical matter thing, but actually being energetic piece. And so I started realizing that I had to follow my true nature and my true energy and excitement, and not what this person was telling me to do. This strategy that was fully disconnected, not what I wanted. I was just being a copy of them. And I am not a lion. I'm a leopard, or I'm not, So it's just silly to try and do this thing that this person's telling me to do. It's not working for me, obviously. So the first thing I learned through the energetic work I was doing, the Superconscious, is that I had to be my true self and follow my guidance in myself, my intuition, what it was sharing me. And my coach and my mentor was helping me know how to do that and learn. He wasn't telling me what to do. He was helping me uncover it from within myself, That was the first thing. The second thing is I started to shift my focus in my business to making it about my clients and service of them instead of the money I was meant to get from them. There was an energetic difference. Before, I was desperate, needing money. All these potential people looked like dollar signs of who I could get money from. That energy is disgusting. It's repulsive. It's desperate. People sense it. They're saying no because they couldn't sense the energetic that was there. I started to shift into focusing on, what can I give? Not what can I get? How much can I help this person transform them? There's an abundance frequency to that, not a lack one. And that changed it for me. And the last piece is I started to work on like energetics around abundance and money, and started to put more effort and energy into that, and working on my money relationship and getting out of that lack frequency, even though my physical reality was sharing that. So there was these energetic shifts of self and intuition, of service and giving, and of money and like abundance that I shifted energetically. I didn't do any other different action. I'd shifted that. And when I did that, I had a $20,000 month, and I'd never had that, up until that point. And I never went back ever again in my business. It just kept growing. That was 5 years ago now. Before that, 33 years, I struggled, tried everything. Nothing worked. Why? Because I discovered the world is more energetic than anything. And so the way to solve a business thing or a money thing or what, it's not necessarily trying to just follow set strategies. I'm not saying the masculine, the strategy, the action doesn't matter. It does, and it's a balance and a union. However, majority of the time I find there is an energetic, deeper, core-rooted block going on as to why something's not shifting. And the moment that happens, it grows. And so what happened for me is not very much longer after that, I did this emotional retreat, this sort of energetic retreat. And for a week, we did all of this energetic work, emotional clearing, like embodiment stuff. I didn't do one thing on business or strategy, not one. A day later, I did this practice, and I'm going to start to guide you through some of it. And I, in 10 minutes, downloaded this program called Alchemy. And it was just like, I just received it. It was like God just spoke to me, the universe, whatever. It was just like, it just like all came to me of what it is in it, who is it for, how's I'm going to market it. Like it just all came in 10 minutes. A month later, I did some energetic work, took a couple of actions, not many. I had my first 100K month because of the energetic piece, wholly and solely, with a couple of actions. And that offer has now made me over $1 million since that point, with not just to say that, it's with ease. It's with the most transformation of my clients. They have gone gangbusters, crazy. Like, why? Because I've received it. It's come. It's a co-creation with the universe. It's soul-led. It's for a service and mission. The energetic is there and beautiful, and it's magnetized, and I've been receiving it. It's from my soul, and it's to the soul, and it's for souls. Like, so the universe is going to back that and help co-create it. Before, I was trying to force things. It was all on me. It was just me by my lonesome. Very different approach. So I'd love you to write in here, what's your key takeaway of that little story? And then I'm going to start to break it down and to share more. But what's landing for you? What's coming and standing out? You can unmute or you can put in the chat, up to you. There's a very different thing, between magnetism and manifestation in terms of forcing things out in the world. And when we receive them, it's very different. What's your key takeaway? See these heads bobbing. Okay, here we go. So many gems, the service bit and the trust inside outside approach. Love the mentioning of not going alone, being the bigger force. Yeah, gold. Awesome. This is the thing, like, I've been reading this space book with my son about the universe, and, you look at the universe, you look at what is beyond us, this greater life force or God or superconscious or whatever you want to call it, right? That is this whole energetic world that wants to be on your side and wants to support you and wants to work with you in alignment. But if we're just trying to do it this action strategy way, we're just disconnected from all of that. And it's just this like one little warrior trying to run and do this mission. It's that's why it's exhausting and depleting and not getting anywhere, right? It's the team. Until we remove what blocks us on an energetic level, we won't create from our soul. Yes. And it's these core block pieces. I can have so many stories, and I'll tell you a few. Like in my retreat to Peru, right? I ran a retreat to Peru last year. I had resistance to it, and I didn't know what it was. And I kept doing some energetic intuitive work, and I didn't know what it was. What it was is I was resisting this spiritual stuff that I had, the preconceived ideas that were in Peru, this old Catholic traditions and things. I was resisting that. And so I was resisting my retreat and the launch energetically, and I didn't even know until I did this work and uncovered it, right? The moment I uncovered that, I didn't do any more marketing. It was only 4 weeks actually out before the retreat. And then all these people actually joined and came just after I broke through that block. Fiji, I had a block. I was doing for 6 weeks, and I was doing this retreat in Fiji, 6 weeks in the launch, and no one had signed up yet. And I was like, oh shit, what's going on? Did my intuitive energetic stuff. Figured out I hadn't actually fully decided I was wanting to run Fiji. Like I was looking for ways out, The moment I was like, no, I'm going to decide, I backed it. Like the next 2 days, full retreat. Like I was in Alchemy, running an Alchemy launch, and I've told this story, you might have heard this, but I went to Egypt because I was nudged and told to go there intuitively. No other idea why. Did some ritual things, did some energetic stuff. My body moved a lot of things in the spaces. A week after I got back from Egypt, people are messaging me while I'm there. I'm not doing any action, not doing any telling people. People are messaging me about my work and wanting to work with me while I'm there. Do one training. Within 1 week, the whole of Alchemy is full. It usually takes me 2 months to fill. It's energetic. I have thousands of stories like that. I could go on and on and on, always. It's only when I can put $20,000 on ads, I can do all the actions I want. If I don't shift it energetically, it doesn't matter. It won't happen, right? When it's soul aligned, it flows effortlessly. Yes. And it's not just effortlessly, and it's aligned. It's beautiful for you, for them, for us, for the whole. It's the highest of all. When I used to try and do the strategy way, and I did make some money through that way, but it was manipulative. It was icky. It hurt me. It wasn't great for others. Like, because I didn't even necessarily always know if it was going to serve them most. I just wanted to make sure that they bought. It's not okay, and it's not the highest for us and them or anyone. This way is the highest for all. That's why, like, animals, like, co-create and work with the planet. That they work with each other as species, right? Focus on energetic alignment with what I'd love to bring in the world, more so than the how on the strategies. Yes. The power of energetics, just learning how to magnetize it and grow everything around us. It starts what's within. That's it. And we've been chatting, Ree, about that's the thing of, I work with women in many different ways, in many different areas of life and businesses. And the reason it can work, even with someone who's in fashion or art or, Pilates or accounting, or, like, it doesn't matter, like coaching, like health, whatever, is because this is just intuitive genius work that we're doing, and it will unlock anything. And it's the most random nudges that we get sometimes of what is actually going to unlock. I had a client recently just have a massive breakthrough. She's having like some 80K packages that she's calling in and different things with different clients, just from having a deep convo with her mum and breaking a pattern. That isn't in the strategy help book from a coach that's a strategy person to say, do this and then you'll get, It's what she needed. I'm in the place now where I'm doing all the things, not getting anywhere. In the past few years, I thought I was aligned, but it's hard to know what I need to shift. That's why this piece around more your intuition will know, and the genius and this superconscious work knows, because the conscious mind can't work it out. It's not at that level. It's at a soul level. It's beyond. It's about energetics and soul-led co-creating. Yes. We need to find our true nature and purpose and live it and able to magnetize. The universe will transpire for us. Yes. Awesome. All right. So I want to lead you through some of the work and the practices that I do to, receive this and to actually learn from this, and to unfold and uncover, what is your work in the world? What's your soul wanting to do with the world? What's the universe wanting to do through you? And let it be guiding you. Let it lead you. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lead us through a bit of a sort of meditative process, and I'm going to get you to start to just receive and write down what you get as you go through this. Now, I'm going to get you to imagine these different beings that I'm going to get you to come and bring into the room for you, that they're talking to you and they're telling you things. Now, you're just going to set the intention, even if you're like, I've never had that happen before, like, this is weird, whatever. Doesn't matter. You're just going to set the intention that you're going to nail this, you're going to receive it, and you're going to get like the complete blown away insight, information, intuitively. Because your intuition can use symbols and symbols that talk. It could be whatever symbol, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it just has to have lips that move. Like, it could be a dollar bill or whatever. It just has to have a lip that moves, and it's just going to talk, and you're just going to write down everything that it says, and you're going to talk it. Okay? So I want you to have something that you can write on, and I'm going to start to lead you through some pieces so you can start to receive and download some of these elements. For me, for many, many years, while I was doing all this strategy work, I was trying to figure out what my niche is. What am I here for? What are they, what's my client want? What am I meant to get? And what's the program? Blah, 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 so many questions on niche and blah, blah. It's just circling around, and I never landed. I never really got it because I was consciously trying to figure it out. The moment that I actually just stepped into this sort of work and started to work with the superconscious, it just came and flooded to me, and I just received it. And it was then just this gate that opened because it was meant for me, right? So this is what we're going to help you start to do. And what I'm going to do as well is just get you to like, just imagine like we're just in a bit of a sacred space. I'm going to start to just play some music and get that sort of sacred feeling, because I find whenever I do this work, when I bring sacredness to it, presence to it, ritual to it, um, yeah, it's incredibly powerful because it's bringing the reverence to it, and it's opening your heart to receive this. Okay, so if you have a candle nearby or some incense, something to make it even more ritual for you now, beautiful, do it. If it's hard to get, don't worry about it. But in future, when you're doing these sort of things, I would encourage you to bring beautiful music, whatever makes you feel it's sacred and ritual, do that, because that just brings that beautiful divine element to it. Okay. So I'm going to give you a moment to just start to take some breaths, connect to your heart, and I'm going to start to set the intentions of what we're going to receive. And then I'm going to guide you through some pieces. And you're just going to write and keep writing as I'm guiding you through these different elements until we complete, And I will be playing music when I'm not giving you instruction. So you can control how loud and soft that is. But start to take some breaths, closing your eyes, setting up your space. And I want you to just connect to your heart and set the intention that this is going to be one of the most profound, powerful experiences that you've ever had to date, where you're going to receive incredible, valuable insights that are going to completely transform you, your life, your business from this moment on. Really decide that this is the moment where things are going to change for you and you're going to get huge shifts. Decide that you're not going to stay stuck or, experiencing what you don't want anymore. You are now, this moment, not going to tolerate anything but this transformation that you're desiring. Set those powerful intentions. And just start to take some more breaths. And through this practice, I'm going to invite different beings or different symbols into this room. And you're going to imagine yourself in this room. And I'll explain the room in a moment, but you'll have this being, this symbol come into the room, and it will talk to you and it will share some insight with you, and you'll intuitively receive it and you'll write it down and just keep writing it down, making up, adding to it, imagining it's talking to you. Just keep writing all the wisdom it's sharing. And then I'll ask for it, you to thank it, and it will leave. And then I'm going to invite another symbol in, and I'm going to get you to keep asking and receiving this way for the next little while. And you just keep writing, keep adding. So just taking those breaths. You're going to imagine yourself in this room. And in this room, it just has you, a couch, and opposite you of this couch is a door. And behind that door, you're going to imagine universe or God or whatever you want to call it, this life force, is knocking behind that door, waiting to come in and talk to you and have this pivotal conversation with you. And it knocks and you invite it in, and you just notice what form, what symbol the universe takes for you. It just comes and sits down next to you on the couch. And I want you to converse with it. You can ask whatever you want to ask of it. The main thing I want you to ask to begin with, what are you here for? What is the purpose of your life? Why is the universe wanted you as a soul on this planet? What is your purpose? And just keep conversing with it, asking whatever else you want until I say it's complete. And just write down whatever you receive as it talks to you. Imagine it just talking. And just keep writing, talking. Ask that person, knowing that at any time you can always come back to this conversation, feel it as well. She said, thank you, universe, for what it's revealed and spoken to you. Love. I want you to watch the universe walk out knowing that it can come back at any point and you can have this conversation. Back to yourself. And this time, business down behind the door. It's taken the form of a symbol. And it's knocking at the coming. You're going to let it come in. Let it come in. And you're going to ask it to reveal to you what's your current relationship with your business right now. How is your relationship going together? What's blocking it, and what is the key step to unblock your business? Key step to get to the next level of your business. Start talking to your business. Receive what it says. Welcome to Korea. So just starting to finish that last piece of discussing it with your business. Knowing again that this can continue at any point, just receiving the last piece that it's sharing with you and offering your thanks, your gratitude, your love for your business. Seeing it walk out, knowing it can come back at any point, can continue this conversation at any point. Taking breaths back into your heart again, connecting back to yourself. I'm the soul client, taken the form of a symbol, it's a person or something else. It could look like what they look like or whatever it is. They're behind the door knocking, ready to come in. And you let them in and they come and sit next to you. Soul client comes in to sit next to you. And you're going to ask them about their life. What are they dealing with the most? What are they desiring and seeking from you? And you're going to receive what they need. What are they wanting? Start to write it down. As you're conversing with them, ask them, what's the one thing They're really needing from you, seeking from you. What's the core or thing that's going to be in the middle, the bridge, be in the middle to support them to get where they want to go? Or support, or what they want. Talk with them and see what comes to you. Write that out. Beginning to just finish that last little part of this conversation, what you're receiving. You may have a lot more to talk about, you may have a lot more to receive, but finishing this part for now, thanking your soul client for this time together, knowing that you can continue this conversation at any point, and thanking them and seeing them also walk out. And just noticing and receiving all that you've just experienced and all that you've received. I'd love you to share with me when you've received that. How was that for you? What was it like? Was it great? Not great? Did you struggle with it? Just share. You can unmute or you can type. How was it? Powerful.
Hi, Miranda.
Hey, hun.
That was really moving, really powerful.
Mm.
I was probably ready to let go. I'm still feeling very emotional. But what's left is this immense gratitude that I'm feeling right now. And almost this sense of peace and calm when I'm inside, and everything is inside of me. I
Mm.
need just to access and
Mm.
like just put the ego on the side and
Yeah.
just do all the love. And one of the symbols is just say that we are love. That love is not an emotion; it's just this energy,
Yeah.
and
We're
we are
inherently
love.
we're connected to it at all times. It's us. We're never separate from it. It's just that we think we're separate, or
Yeah, exactly.
so
Thank,
beautiful.
thank
So
you.
glad that you received that, hun. And the fact is, what we create or don't create or whatever, it's just based off relationships. You know, we have a flourishing relationship with someone because we feed it, we nurture it, we appreciate it, we talk through issues and communicate, conflict. Like if your business isn't thriving, flourishing, it's a relationship thing, it's an energetic thing. Talk to your business, work out the problems, the kinks, appreciate it, you know? And once you do that, it will flourish and grow. Same with money, same with clients, same with whatever. It's all that yourself, your relationship with yourself. If it's not flourishing, go have a convo with you, bring her in and start to, you know. And I can tell you, and I have so many stories, and I don't have enough time to tell you all of them. I've had a convo like that. The Fiji one was 2 minutes. I conversed with Fiji in the retreat, right? For 2 minutes, got to the core thing, and then boom, full retreat. After 6 weeks of doing everything and it wasn't shifting, and I was doing energetic stuff, but it's like, get to the heart of it, make the decision, make the call, have a convo, bang, you know, receive. So yeah, I'm so glad that you saw that, hun, and keep doing this, you know, and keep receiving. And this piece of like, you're ready to give up, please know, like, and I've been there many times, it is structural, it's not you. You are not, you know, the one person who can't make it work, it's just structural. You just haven't received. There's a piece in an energetic field you haven't received yet, you know? Because I tried for many years and bang, it shifted and keeps shifting. It wasn't there was something wrong with me. It was just I was missing these pieces, and it wasn't a strategy piece, you know? So yeah, sending you love, hun. It was really insightful. I felt such a connection on a deep level. Oh, thanks, Helen. Received some beautiful insights and clarity. Beautiful. Who else? Anyone else want to unmute? What else was that like? Yeah, go for it.
I'm happy to share. That was I've missed that magic, and it's
Mhm.
so such a reminder how simple it is, and we overcomplicate it so much. And I know I receive a lot anyway, but I feel like even just it's like a reminder. And interestingly, my sole client was actually at the minute, it was my heart, and it really just wanted to be seen, heard, understood, and have that time with me each day to feel appreciated and asked, how are you? And so I've just written myself a reminder to
To do
give
that.
myself the space every day to connect to myself, because
Yeah.
since becoming a mummy, it's become busy and all the
Oh,
things.
yeah,
And
sure. And
so
again, the core relationship is our connection to self. Like nothing else can flourish without that, you know, and our babies, our kids can't either, you know.
mm, and
So,
even my business was lovely because it was like, you've been such a good mum to me and you've kept me safe and you're doing things, but like I'm not a little kid anymore, and it's okay to like let me go and like make mistakes, and I'll,
yeah,
you can check in with me,
yeah,
but you don't have to like be there all the time anymore, and I'm
yeah.
okay, I'm good. So yeah,
Beautiful.
it's really nice. Thank you.
So amazing. Thank you for sharing. Um, if anyone has any other piece they want to share or let me know, or, you know, please send me a message. I'd love to receive it. I do have a meditation as well, a client magnetism meditation that for people who've come tonight, I'd love to give it to you. So if you do want that, please send me a message on Instagram or Facebook as well, and or email or whatever if you have that, and I'll send that to you as well. When I did that particular meditation, like it was the first time I decided I want to be a business coach years ago. And when I did it and I connected to this client, the next day, someone who knew someone who knew someone got referred to me, like through these different people, to become a business client of mine. And I'd not told anyone I was becoming a business coach or anything, you know. And people started to come in that way. And I'd always just had health clients before. So it's very, very powerful. So if you would like that, please send me a message. So I've really tried to give you as much as I can in the time that we have together. And this has taken me, like, and I say it, you know, in emails, but it's true. It's taken me 9 years to uncover this work. Over 800,000 now of programs investing, what about plus my own genius and my own superconscious to receive and compile and put these things together. And so I've tried to condense that into an hour for you and give you, but obviously it's not that easy to put all of that into 1 hour with you, right? So if you do want to receive more, you've got a taste of, you're like, I want to see how I can create with this sort of work. I want to see how I can get more into my intuition, more into my superconscious, create my business and flow, and from energetics, from abundance, from, you know, in your relationship to business and your money, to create with this way as well. And you know, there's strategies and things and there's more structures, but to do it from that ease, flow, full place. if you'd like to, I have a soulpreneur training, which is like a 1-day immersive experience where it is every single thing I have on my practices, meditations, all the pieces to receive your key mission, your soul's deepest calling, which is the most magnetic, momentum-based thing. It is blows up your money reality and all these things because you're connecting to the real why behind you and the business and your whole life, you know? So you receive how to uncover that and how to do that super consciously. And I have practices that are much more, detailed and things for that. How to actually receive the structure of your business and the offers and your ideal soul client and go deeper with that and how to magnetize them as well. And yeah, it's actually also got an intuitive practice for writing, for speaking, for sales, like everything that makes everything easeful. Basically, when I write or whatever, it takes me 2 minutes because it's just intuitive. I'm not trying to force stuff out. So yeah, it's the most powerful training I've got in superconscious sort of business, intuitive business. So if you'd like info on that, please put a yes or soulpreneur or something in the chat because I'd love to chat to you about it and see. And obviously, again, there's never any pressure with my way of work. It's just intuitively seeing if there's a connection with that. So yeah, put a yes in there if you'd like the info. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is I'm also next month going to be running what I call Gold. It's a 1-day training, and that's going to be more about your relationship to money and all the meditations, the practices, the deep work to energetically shift your relationship to money, which made me go to 10K months to 20K to 40 to 60, 100, 200. It had me go to 20K in my savings account to 50K to 100K to it had me have this completely different way I related to money and received money and manifested money and abundance and travel and adventure and retreats that I'd booked. And like, it's just your core relationship to money. So if you'd like the info on my money piece, and it's again, the super conscious way of that, please maybe say money in the chat and I can chat to you about that. Yeah. And if there's any other way, like I've got so many ways to work with me at the moment. We're about to go into my magnetism call, which is my archetypal work, and it's an energetic core piece too. So, if there's any other way, I have it on my masterminds, different things. I don't have time to explain it all to you right now, but if you just feel there's a connection and you want to explore, then yeah, just sort of say explore or just reach out and we'll start a chat. I just love connecting with you, beautiful women, and just seeing what arises and seeing if there's something true or not, or what else I can support you with. So I'm so interested in and amazed at tonight, and I hope you really receive pieces. Message me if you want the meditation, and I'll be in touch hopefully if I've got your correct name around those other pieces. So I'll try and reach out to you, but if you can message me, that would be amazing. So it makes my life a lot easier than trying to find you guys. But I do have to go to my membership call now. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much, everyone. I really do love you. See ya. So sweet. Lots of love. Have a great night, and I'll speak to you soon. Ciao, ciao. Bye, bye, bye.